Good morning, welcome to a new week on Going to Ground. My name's Andrew Rumsey. This is the Wiltshire countryside, and it's good to be with you. I'm going to begin by reading a few verses from Psalm 84 in the Book of Common Prayer. Oh, how amiable are thy dwellings, thou Lord of hosts! My soul hath a desire and a longing to enter into the courts of the Lord. My heart and my flesh rejoice in the living God. Yea, the sparrow hath found her an house, and the swallow a nest where she may lay her young. Even thy altars, O Lord of hosts, my King and my God. Blessed are all they that dwell in thy house. They will always be praising thee. Blessed is the one whose strength is in thee, in whose heart are thy ways. I love the sense you get in the Psalms of God's dwelling place being in the midst of the natural world, quite often a location that you have to seek out and find, as if each of us has got within us a kind of spiritual compass that looks for the ways of God. Pretty wayward compass, I think, much of the time. But nevertheless, there's that desire which I think grows within us at different times of life to find spiritual paths. And I love the fact that the altars of God are amongst the sparrows and swallows in this psalm. Well, I'm thinking about ways and paths this morning, particularly because for a week or so now I've spotted people in a field at Manton where there have been notices up indicating a new footpath, or maybe it's an old footpath recovered, and it looks like they're pioneering it and pacing it out, and I'm looking forward to walking that soon, because it's on the route that I go, but I didn't realise that there was a path there, so that's rather interesting. We'll follow that and see where it leads to. And just walking along here, I'm just heading for the Westwards, familiar location. I spotted here, can you see, on the ground in the centre of the screen, a faint grassy line right down the middle there, leading down the way, and it's likewise goes back up the bank there. That's a badger track, I'm sure of it. Here, look, you can see under the fence where he's brushed and scuffled and got back up the top. And the reason I'm particularly sure that that's the case is that here, I don't even know if you can see that. I can't. Can you see? Oh, badger holes. So this is a dwelling, an amiable dwelling for badgers, and the family dig underneath the fence there and sort of, you know how they sort of waddle along and brush the earth as they go, brush the ground as they go. Well, that's their permissive path down there across the field. I love discovering that. And I'm walking along a sheep route as well, sheep track here towards the sheep at the end, and the Wansteig is at the end of that. New routes. And so I guess the question for today is whether there are alternative routes, new routes or paths that you might be able to take through the day. You might have a fairly clear idea of where you're heading today and how you're going to approach things, or not. But I wonder if there is another route. You might, just to make life interesting, deliberately seek an alternative route and perhaps take time to just dwell a little bit inside yourself reflectively, even if that's not something that you find easy to do for all kinds of reasons. There are times of life when it's really difficult to do that. But to home in, if you like, on the ways, the compass within our soul and ourself, and ask God for the ways to his dwelling place through the day. There's a bird of prey just up there. I don't know that you're going to see that. There's a kite just above us. All kinds of routes happening into the new week. Look forward to seeing where they lead with you. God bless you, friends, as you go to ground.